Santai. Hi, I'm Barbara. Welcome to Borak Santai session live from UCTS. Today, we are going to discuss about the topic cybersecurity awareness. Here with me today to explain in detail about this topic is T.S. Garyloh Chiwai, the Senior Lecturer for Bachelor of Computer Science and Head of Research for Advanced Center on Sustainable Socio-Economic Development, or also known as SS. Thank you for coming to Borak Santai session, Mr. Gary.
Thank you.
Okay. Before we start with our discussion, I would like to remind the viewers to leave your questions on the live chat section and we will have the panel to answer the question for you. Before we move further, can I have our panel to tell us on what's the meaning of the term cybersecurity?
Okay, Barbara, thank you. Yeah, I hope those of you are online now can listen my voice. Today my topic is also about cybersecurity. So, what Miss Barbara just now talking about cybersecurity. So, how many of us actually know what is cybersecurity? So, if I put it into a layman term, I would call it like if your internet is not secure or how you use internet, the behavior of it, if you are not really knowing it, basically you are actually exposed to the security issue. So cyber security, cyber is internet. So security is still security. So cyber security means that something on internet will be like you expose yourself, you get hacked by people, or how you're going to defend yourself from these hackers and all those things. So this is basically the cyber security stuff. Yeah. So I think I want to just proceed on, Miss Barbara. Yeah, I will just go ahead to give you some view. What is cyber security is about. So uh, I think you can see my slide here is I put it into red color cyber security. Okay, and the other one I want to make it very clear to us is that why it matters. A lot of times we really don't know that our security in internet is very vulnerable. A lot of us think that the internet is secure, but basically from the beginning of the invention of internet, it is not to be secure because the inventor of internet at the time never think of security issue because he don't want because the naive, I call it the naive thinking of people will use it for good. Okay, but this world is hard to be good actually. Yeah, everyone trying to do funny things, and I think hacker is everywhere. Okay, so I'm from UCTS. We just give you a preview of what actually in UCTS we are offering that we can actually teach our students as well as to the public as well. We have a crack center. CRAC means Collaborative Research on Advanced Cyber Security Knowledge. We have a research center here, which is we have all the equipment. We have all this we call it expertise that we are actually engaging together, especially also collaborating with some international researcher. Actually, what we do is that if we want to do some research and also at the same time want to use it to teach our students about cybersecurity. So yeah, so these are some of the machine I have. So I will just go a little bit detail with you all later on. No worry. Okay. So yeah. So if you enroll to UCTS, especially study Bachelor Science of for Computer Science, Bachelor of Science for Computer Science, you will be exposed by this program. It's actually offered by Malcraft. We bought this system from US actually. We train the student. Okay, some people will ask why you train the student how to hack. What the heck are you doing? You teach the student how to hack. Okay, but for us is that if you don't know how to hack, you don't know how to defend. This is very very simple. If you teach your student use antivirus to protect yourself, put up firewall to protect yourself, your student will start thinking, what for? What for? But if I tell them that if you don't do that, I will hack you. I can go into your system. When we did it like this, then student will understand, wow, this is something serious. Firewall and antivirus is not a joke. You need to do it. Yeah. So this is a course that actually we offer. We have all the full system that we will train the student hands-on. We have another system, it's a simulator. This is where we expose our student into hacking into certain operating system. So we create some scenario, we create some virtual scenario, virtual machine, and let the student to hands-on, to physically, we call it like experience themselves, how the hacking process look like, so that they will understand and they know how to, after that, to protect themselves. Okay, so we have a encryption system as well. Means that if we encrypt the data, what happens if we hacking encrypted data? Okay, so if encrypted data is very hard to hack actually. Yeah, so we actually also teaching the students of encryption. Okay, what is encryption? How data encryption is important. Yeah, we have the machine. We have all those things in our lab. Besides doing research, we use it to teach our students. And this is something also very interesting, mobile forensic. We bought this system from Korea. Um, we put it in the layman term, it's like hack your mobile phone. Okay, as long as I get physical mobile phone from you, if you reset it for 22 times, factory reset for 22 times, putting into this machine, I still can take back all your data. Okay, so please don't sell your smartphone, because when you sell your smartphone, um, the guy who actually buying your smartphone is actually not looking at the value of this smartphone physically. He's looking something inside your smartphone. Okay, so this is something very dangerous. Yeah. So I continue on. Um, Cyber warfare, I will call it like it's a real thing. Okay, you're getting more and more. Okay, we're getting more and more. Because when we depend to the internet a lot, things will be getting more and more on the internet. Cyber warfare means that the countries fighting among themselves, using internet. It's like, you can see that in Estonia, 2007, what happened is that because they removed a Soviet war memorial, okay, some sort like a statue, okay, they remove it from the capital city. So what happened? There's one country I cannot mention. One country very disagree with this type of move. What happened is that they bombard DDoS attack into Estonia, and the whole Estonia government system down for a few days. Okay, so this is something very serious. Just imagine, if your whole country system, if depends on internet and it go down, it's a chaos. It's a chaos. Okay, yeah. So this is, I call it the traditional threats. Okay, this is a traditional threat. Nuclear bomb. Okay, during World War II, everyone of us are so scared about the nuclear. I think by now also we are very scared about nuclear, because of the World War II, the nuclear coming in. Okay, but today threats is more dangerous, because when we put all our system online, okay, let's say I'm a hacker, I come into your government server and I shut down everything. What happens is that you have no electricity, you have no water, you have nothing can be worked. You basically look like a zombie town. This can be happen when we put all our system online and we don't know how to make it secure. Okay, so this is what I call a cyber threats. Okay, why cyber threats so real? Stock market. How many stock market in the world still using traditional pen and pencil? I don't think so. Anyone still use pen and pencil for stock market. Everything is online. I take down your stock market for one day. How much money have been gone from your country? Just imagine that. Okay. Another one is the production system, means your factory. A lot of factory now going for IR 4.0. Okay, Industrial Revolution 4.0. Everything is online. But what happens if I jam your system? What your factory can do? Basically, your factory become chaos. Utilities. I think a lot of our things now going to be online. We can monitor our electricity online. We can do a lot of our water. Even the water pumping station is online. Okay, so if I'm a hacker, I'm coming into that area. I shut down all these things. Basically, the whole thing is go chaos. Just imagine Cebu is a small town, and you say that for 1 week there's no water because of the internet issue. We're going to be swimming in the Rejang River soon. Yeah. Transportation, also same thing. If we put it online, it's the same thing. Okay. And the last one, I will put identity theft. What is that identity theft? Identity theft is very much to the social engineering. How many of you own more than one Facebook? One Swift means that you have more than one Facebook account. Today I call Ali. Tomorrow I become a beautiful girl called Cecilia. Identity theft. Okay. So you never be true in the cyber world. Okay. So you always can switch, become man and boy, man and girl. It's up to you. Today I put on a sexy lady and become a sexy lady today. I put on a macho man, I become a macho man today. This is called identity theft. There's nothing you can control. Okay, so these are all cyber threats actually. So be very careful about all these threats, So cybersecurity in Malaysia, I'm looking at the 2018 global cybersecurity index. So this is something from ITU. ITU is International Telecommunication Union. Okay, it's under the United Nations Organization. Okay, what they do is that they rank based on certain criteria, and Malaysia is number 8. Not bad, right? I think it's not bad, right? Yeah, for us, it's like, wow, Malaysia cybersecurity is number 8. We are in the top 10, in the world. Okay, first will be UK, second is US, then you see Estonia is number 5, Singapore is ahead of us two level, Malaysia is come number 8. This is based on 2018 data. Okay, good news, we call it like, wow, Malaysia in top 10 for cybersecurity. But for me, the bad news will be, if I'm a hacker, okay, wow, you are number 8, I want to hack you first. Okay, I will disturb you first because you are not the top 10, means that you are good. So if you are good, I want to challenge it. Okay, so we need to be aware. We need to be aware to make ourselves a little bit more cyber, we call it cyber resistant, we call it resilient. We need to know how to take care of ourselves in the cyber world, because we are in this type of ranking, and we are always on the internet. We have no choice. Like now in this COVID-19 pandemic, I think all of us online, and this is something that we really need to think about it. Yeah. So first of all, I will just talking about some classes of information as well. Okay. So this is something I think everyone will know. Public means something that we can show everyone. Private means that we just want to make it, privately, you cannot view. Restricted means that certain people can view. Confidential means that the thing is actually have been defined as confidential, limited access by people. So these are all the classes of information. If you put it into the internet to make it flow, okay, so these classes of information, basically, we are clustered in a nice way. But the problem will be like how to make sure it is being followed. That is the only problem. Okay. So risk response technique, I also want to talk a little bit more before I'm going into some more detail, and I will do some demo later on. But I will just go on a little bit more first. Yeah, no worry. So for the risk response technique, basically a lot of us we need to think, also we need to learn how to avoid. Okay, how to avoid, you will need some knowledge. Okay, if you don't know anything about cybersecurity, you basically cannot avoid. Okay, so I will also later talk about it, no worry. Transfer means that how you transfer the responsibility to a third party. Okay, let's say now if you are working in a company and you think that your server basically cannot be secure, can you transfer your server into the cloud and make the third party, Google, Amazon, or who, to take care of it? Means that you transfer we call the risk. My ticket means you reduce the risk. Something like you don't simply give your password, you don't simply open your Wi-Fi for free for people to use this mitigation. Accept means that, okay, cannot do anything, accept it. You want to hack lah, never mind. Okay, so you accept it. These are all the risk response that you can do. Okay, so I will go into the locker first. Okay, locker host. Locker host means we are talking about desktop, laptop, all those things belongs to you. Okay, how many of you really update your operating system? Okay, yeah. I think a lot of people will be a bit skeptic to some people will say that, wow, do not update the operating system, later you become lagging. Wow, you update it, the file become larger, then my laptop slow. I cannot play certain game because you block certain port. But those are the things actually is for security. But a lot of us are trying to require it because of we want rather than the security. That's why we don't want to update it. Antivirus. How many of us really got a license, made a licensed antivirus instead of hacking one or cracking one or just use a free one, Antivirus is actually very important. Another one will be, I will call it like installing unknown application. Okay. I think especially student I suspect, yeah. When you tell to the student, this is the one game that is very good, you can play on your phone, but you need to crack your phone first. They will do that. Or this is something that I cannot understand as well. Yeah. So they like to install unknown application. Okay. So when you install unknown application, this you are installing something for a hacker to come in actually. Yeah. The next one I will call it funny emails. What you call funny emails? Email that come in to tell you that my grandfather is dying, my grandmother is dying, and I give you donation for a few millions. If you give me your IC number, if you give me your address, you give me some personal information, And believe me, there are still people believe this type of email, An email that is too good to be true, I call it. Yeah. I don't think so anyone will give you free money. Even I ask for my wife a few ringgit, she will ask me, why you want that few ringgit. Okay. So we need to be really understand, No one is going to give you a few million or few thousand without any reason. Okay. Another one will be, I call it the external disk, your handy drive. Okay. Do not simply plug in unknown handy drive into your laptop or your personal desktop because those things maybe have a virus which you don't know. Okay, I will tell you a story that how a very good example hacking have been done in I think in Russia. Okay, someone want to hack not in Russia, in Iran. Okay, they call it the Startnet. Startnet is a really real case of Startnet. Okay, Startnet is actually a nuclear reactor. Okay, so safe. There's no internet connection on the phone, cannot hack. Okay, so what they do? So this person want to hack into the reactor. So every day he will start to observe those people going to work. Okay, you're going to work, you're going back, you're going to work. He just sit down there for a few months to observe those workers going in and out from the reactor. So what he do? For a while, he capture a few workers who is greedy. Means that anything you drop on the floor, they will pick. Okay, so he tested that. So what happened is that he put handy drive. He throw handy drive around the nuclear reactor factory area. Hope that this person will pick up the handy drive and go into the reactor and put it into the desktop. So that thing happened actually. After 6 months, 7 months, the hacker waiting and waiting and waiting. Haha, he got a jackpot. Someone got a handy drive and put into one of the desktop in the reactor. In the start, we call it the Iran nuclear reactor. So that everything go haywire. So what happened is that the virus start to spread and shut down the whole reactor. So the whole reactor basically failed. So this is something very important for us to know. Do not simply pick handy drive. Let's say now if I put a handy drive here for free, okay, I'll just put down here. Okay, come on, I got a free handy drive and put down here. Wow, you all think that free handy drive. No one, take it back and go put it into the PC and take a look. Be very careful. Be very careful, I will call it. Yeah. Okay. Then another one will be what I call implementing local login requirement. What I call it like this means that if I have a PC, let's say this is my laptop, okay? This is my laptop, okay? If I want to borrow to, let's say I want to borrow to Barbara, okay, I want to borrow to Barbara. Please do not borrow to Barbara with the admin login. Administrator login means that is my account. So if I borrow to Barbara, okay, let's say now I really trust Barbara, but Barbara actually got something else, okay? Okay. I give her a laptop with administrator login. She basically can do everything on my laptop. After she used, she passed it back to me. So I thought like, good friend, never mind. But after that, she actually hacking my system. Take all my things I don't know. Okay. So you need to create another user. Means that if I borrow a laptop to someone else, even though it's your friend, you create another user. Let the person go into that user to use that site, but not to touch your own thing. Okay. Based on statistic, the one who hacked you is basically very near to you. The one who hacked you most likely is your best friend or maybe just sit next to you, okay, or just near to you, we call it. So those are the hackers, because they observe you. Yeah. Then the last one I will call it set up password policy. Give in good policy. Give in password that is really good. Don't always put in password like this. I give you, admin. Okay, password admin. You are putting a French fry to lock your door. Just imagine you putting a twisty or something, a French fry to lock your door. This admin. This is so ridiculous. I call it this. Password is not a password actually. Yeah. Funny meal, like I just mentioned, this is what I call funny meals. Wow, dear beloved fan, I have a surprise to you. This is something happened in Libya. I'm going to die soon. I've got a few million to pass to you. All those things we call it funny meal. Yeah. Attack from everywhere. Just now I mentioned. Okay, flash drive. Okay, email with attachment which you do not know. Please don't simply download and just open it. It's dangerous. Okay. Even your garbage is not safe, I call it. Okay. Sometimes we like to throw things, like books like this. I just throw it away. But you forgot sometimes you write down your password inside, how many of you have more than 3 passwords? I'm guarantee you have more than 3 passwords. Yeah. I don't think so. You have less than 3 passwords. If you have less than 3 passwords, means that you always use back the same password. This is very dangerous. You write down, because you have too many passwords, you write down a piece of paper, then suddenly you just throw it away. So what happened is that if a hacker is really want to come after you, they search your garbage bag. They look for all the clues. They look at it. Oh, okay, this one's similar to password. They will go and try. Okay. So this is something that you will need to really understand it. Okay. So local area network security. Okay. So Wi-Fi password supposed not to be exposed to outsider. Okay. I will show you a demo later on. Okay, I'll show you a demo later why we're not supposed to give in Wi-Fi password to some other people. Okay. You install unknown application, you expose yourself opening certain port. I will demo as well. And also what is called network snooping. Okay, network snooping. Okay, so I give you a scenario now. Okay, I think Barbara, you like to go to Starbucks, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. I think most of us now, because we like these trendy things, we want to go to Starbucks. Okay. When you go to Starbucks, what you get? You get coffee, correct? You get coffee.
Cup of coffee.
Yeah, you get coffee. And on top of that, I think for a youngster, you get something more. You say that, wow, free Wi-Fi.
Yes.
I want a free Wi-Fi. Okay. So when you want to do a free Wi-Fi type of things, okay, I want to show you something. This is a bit ridiculous. I want to just show you how easily actually you get into trouble when you get free Wi-Fi. Okay. So this is normal Wi-Fi router. Netgear. Okay. Normal Wi-Fi router. Okay, on. So when you on it, you basically will capture your Wi-Fi. Okay, this is your Wi-Fi. Okay, Netgear Wi-Fi. I connect. This guy also will connect. Okay, Netgear. Okay, everyone is just nice, having a free Wi-Fi. We call it free Wi-Fi. We're having a free Wi-Fi using it. Okay, so now the password this Starbucks give to me. I no need to hack the password anymore. Okay. Sure, I buy a cup of coffee. Starbucks will give me a Wi-Fi password. I log in. Everyone log in. Okay. It's quite common, right? Everyone log in. Okay. So now the problem comes. Let's say now if I am a hacker. Okay. I am a hacker here. I will start to do something really funny. I hope you all can see my screen now. This is a Kali Linux, not a Gary Law operating system. Kali Linux, you can get it open source actually everywhere. Okay, so what happened now is that we log in. I saw my IP, this is my IP address. Okay, this is me here. This guy also log in. We have IP address. Okay, so now what happened now is that if I know how to do some sniffing, okay, I know how to do the sniffing. Open this type of sniffing sniffing software.
Mhm.
Plug it on. Okay, I'm into a router now. Okay, I'm into the router. So what happened is that I want to scan for hosts. I want to see how many connected to my this guy. I got it connect to the router. Okay. So host list, okay, just nice. 01 will be the router. 03 will be another guy, just connecting it nicely. Wow, I got a nice view because I got a free Wi-Fi. I'm inside. Okay. So who I am? I'm on 02. So 02 is me. 02 is me. So you won't hack yourself. Okay. Why you want to hack yourself? But you know you're hacking someone else. Okay. So very easy for man in the middle attack. What is called man in the middle attack? Man in the middle attack means that I'm actually want to see who is going through to the router and get something from it. Okay. So to target number 2, to target number 1. So what I'm going to do is that I start ARP poisoning. Means that what I'm going to do now is that I poison the whole network. So now the whole network go crazy. Okay, network go crazy. When the network go crazy, I will be the one who's seeing everything. I'm now sitting down there looking for movie actually. So what I'm going to do is that I just get ready to look for people coming in. Okay, it means that those people who don't understand. Okay, like I would say like myself, don't say someone else. Okay, like myself. Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything. Oh, okay, yeah. I want to log into certain things. Okay, so I just demo to you. If I log into a website without a secure connection, it's just a normal HTTP. Okay, so I'm performing something like, oh, I'm going into something which are just for the sake of going in. Okay, so what happened now? When I log in, you can see or not? Username is admin. Password is the password. I got your username and password straight away sitting down here. Even though now, Barbara, you're online on this side. I didn't see you. Okay. So now what happened is that when Barbara log in more, I getting more and more. Okay. So you go ahead and play. But I got everything. So from here, what I got your username, I got your password. So what happened? I log in. I know where you're going. Okay. So I log in. It's the same thing. Free Wi-Fi. Good or not? It's good, very good free Wi-Fi. So just imagine if I'm sitting at Starbucks for 1 hour and start poisoning the router, the Wi-Fi router that everyone using for free Wi-Fi. I'm there. You just do any transaction. Go ahead. Anything you touch now, I will see. So this is how terrible it look like. And this is Apple product. Who say Apple cannot hack? The problem is not hacking on the Apple. The problem will be on the Wi-Fi router. How many Starbucks is putting on a few thousand router for you for use to free? Normally it's about 50, 60, maybe Pasar Malam one, as long as can transmit Wi-Fi, just go ahead. Because my operating model is not on the Wi-Fi. My operating model is just want to give coffee. I charge you for a 20, 30 ringgit a cup of coffee. I give you a free Wi-Fi, you sit down there, it's okay. Okay, so why I want to invest so much money on my router? Okay, this is one of the example. Okay, so I need to stop the man in the attack, man in the middle attack first, because the poisoning is going to poison everything after that. Yeah. So another type of scenario I want to show you as well. Telnet. If those of you who are a little bit familiar with Telnet, means that you open certain port for FTP and Telnet for transfer certain file, within a local area network or something like that, basically can be hacked. Okay, it basically can be hacked. Okay, so sniffing as well, just go for Wireshark this time, even easier. Who don't know how to use Wireshark? Okay, so I have a dummy actually. Have been installed into the network. So what I do is that I just need to sniff for Telnet. I just want to sniff for Telnet. Nothing more I want to see. I just want to see Telnet. Nothing more I want to see. Okay. So now you install something that you don't know. You install an application that is open a Telnet port, which also you don't know. Okay. Let's say you buy a CCTV made in China from Taobao or whatever you call it. Okay. You buy a CCTV. And this CCTV, basically, you install and you do not know anything about the CCTV. You just want to install it for the sake of install and want to do something on it. Okay. But he opened a Telnet port, which you don't know. Okay. So what happened now is that, let's say now I'm going into the Telnet. Okay, I have a dummy actually. Open. What happened here? Starting to jump. Okay. My network is sniffing something from the Telnet. Okay. You look at what is happening here. The last data. Correct? Local host login. Local host login. Wow, same one. Okay, now I put in something. Okay. I type in admin. Okay. My password, I also put in admin. Okay. The worst password I ever had. Okay. But I never get through one. Okay. So admin. Okay. So now what happened now is that I put in two things. I want to see what happened next. A, D, M, I, N. Admin. This is what I type. And what is the next? The next thing he says is about password. Okay, I'm going to read from the password what you type in. A, D, M, I, N. Admin, correct or not? I type in admin. I get everything. I know how to read. I just waiting. Okay. So now, you say that some of you will say that, sir, or you need to guess. You still need to guess for the password and all those things. Yeah, I still need to guess. But let's say now if this person don't understand and he using Telnet for the reason of don't know why, I actually get your password and your login. But in Telnet, there's something more special. I call it. We can actually brute force it. I hack it without even key in myself. Okay, so now I just show you a little bit of brute force. What happened to brute force? Okay, so now brute force means that I put in a combination of login user and also password by the software itself. No need for me to key in. No need. It's too terrible. I just need to use the software. Okay, very fast. Okay, I just a demo here because I put in something for demo. I just show you how it look like. Okay. So those of you, if you want to learn more, then you come to UCTS. I teach you if you study Bachelor of Degree in Computer Science. I will teach you. Yeah. I hope I didn't type wrong. Then I will go for the port. I will go for the Telnet. Okay, because I know the Telnet is open on this store. Okay, and I just want to put it -V because I want to show you how actually the brute force has been done. Now, Hydra start to run. Okay, I'm drinking a cup of coffee, take a rest first. He's hacking now. Okay, login is root, password is root, login is root. He will hunt down. Just leave it be. Okay, I got a green color. I got a mesh now. Okay, let it run for a while. I think he'll be finishing soon. Yeah. I need to have a drink as well. Yeah. So this is how what hacker do. You just have the coffee and waiting there for you. That's all. Okay, I go back up. Okay, I got you. Your login is root. And your password is Linux. Okay, you don't believe me? Let's try. I go back to the same thing. Telnet. Okay, what is the login? Login is root, ROOT. What is the password? CX Linux. Okay, I'm in. Okay, so I'm into the things I want to hack. Settle. Nothing serious there. Okay, so take me how long? Less than 10 minutes. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm coming back into my PowerPoint slide to tell you this is anything can happen. This is why you need to know why you need to learn some cybersecurity. Don't be so naive that, I buy an Apple, I got an Apple laptop, branded, one hack, one be hacked. Sorry. Okay. Because I can't hack into the Apple, but I hack into something that you connected, settle. Okay. So these are all the exploit can be happen. These are all the exploit that we can actually did, for all the layers. If you study computer science, we will teach you all these layers. Otherwise, you look at this OSI 7 layer, you look at it, wow, interesting, but you don't know anything. Okay. So you need to learn. These are all our network stuff, Yeah. So some certain port you need to block. Like Telnet is 23. Okay. FTP is 20. All these port actually, if you don't know how to block it actually. Yeah. So this is something that we call it like cybersecurity. You need to learn something there. Yeah. So I will want to end certain. I won't want to end my talk already too much already. I think some of the things you get excited, but just need to talk to you about hackers' behavior. Okay, what actually motivates the hackers a lot? You look at it, is 51% is because of fun and thrill. Only 1% is going for the reward actually. Yeah, they just want for fun. But problem is that when they go for fun, sometimes it hurts us as well. Yeah, something that not supposed to be seen by other people is seen. Something that is not supposed to be shown is shown. So those are the things. Yeah, and just imagine if everything at home is online. And a hacker go into your house and hack everything. So what happened is that he harass you, okay, until you send me money. If not, you will hungry to die. I lock the refrigerator door, you cannot take in, okay? If not, you send me cash, I don't want to open the dustbin. All those things, if you put it on internet, if you don't know how to do security on it, you are in a problem, Everything is asking you for money after that. Yeah. And this is something that is called a fact. Most of the hacking scene in the movie are complete bullshit, I call it. Yeah. Why I call it like that? Because in movie, they can hack a system so fast. Wow, they're in. Can they do it? In real life, I don't think so. Why? There is a chain of reaction. It takes hours to months for preparation. Okay, he cannot be like, wow, I look at this network, I go in, I put in the handy drive, wow, I'm in. Mission impossible. Okay, so far I never seen until that level. They take several months to hours just to weaponize, just to recognize the whole network. Okay, they just stay there. Just imagine like Gary keep coming back to the Starbucks and sit at the corner, putting a cap and not there. You see every day just sit down there. What I'm doing, I'm actually weaponizing. I'm waiting for a target. I just waiting for the chance. I'm doing, we call it like reconnaissance. Sitting down there, waiting for a target, crawling the network. Okay. Every day buy the same Starbucks, every day pay the same money, just sit down there waiting for a victim. But once the thing weaponized, means that after several hours or months, he knows something. He only take a few seconds to come in. Just like what I did. Just a few seconds, I exploit. Okay. So for the active breach, sometimes will last for a few months because some people got hacked, they also don't know. Okay. So this is why I call it like you need to be careful. Okay. Like what I say, when you got hacked, you don't know what happened is that I put a tape on my webcam because I don't trust the webcam. If let's say a hacker hack into my system and he go into my webcam, okay, physically don't look like nothing, okay, but it's really looking at me, you don't know. So if I tape it, no matter how good you are hacking, you cannot hack my tape, how to hack the tape, okay? So sometimes physical stuff can protect you. Just be a bit wise, some of the things. Yeah. So this is some of the example, I show that how actually hacking be done. Some of it actually we actually expose to the student. We use the Minecraft simulator. We teach them. We just expose them so that they understand certain things. This is some of the things we teach them as well. Yeah. So this just shows an example. So you open so many screen and all is black and white. If you don't like black and white, then it will be green and dark color or green and black. Just like that. Interface. I tell you nothing much about interface in hacking. Yeah. So I'll put it like, don't challenge the hacker. Okay, 2 days ago I named my Wi-Fi. Hack it if you can. Yesterday it was changed to challenge accepted. Don't do that. Yeah. Everyone, all the hacker is everywhere. You just don't know it. Just don't challenge them. I call it. Yeah. Just be very careful. Protect yourself. Don't simply install something that you don't understand. Don't connect to public Wi-Fi that you think that is secure, basically not secure. So just don't do this kind of things. Yeah. So thank you very much. I think I show you a lot of things, and I hope that you all like it. Yeah, and if you have any question or anything, you can just always prompt it in. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gary, for the very detailed information about the cybersecurity just now. All right. So now let us started with the first questions. All right. My question for Mr. Gary is, there is a situation here, right? So I'm dealing with the situation where I am using an unsecure Wi-Fi from my neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Can they
Okay.
discover my login name and password? Or how about my IP? Can they track me with the Google Map location using my IP?
Yeah, can. Why not? You just take a look like what I did just now.
Yeah.
So if you have a very dumb neighbor, don't know anything, maybe you are fine. But you have a neighbor like me, you're in trouble. Yeah. So normally, let's say I will put it in this way. Do not take things for granted. If your neighbor, you say that, wow, my neighbor so stupid, he didn't even lock the Wi-Fi with password. Everyone can join in for free. Please be very careful. I don't think so. Your neighbor is stupid. I think you are the one who's going to be stupid. So I open a Wi-Fi without a password. I let you come in. So if I'm a good hacker, wow, I welcome you come in. What I do is like what I do just now. I poison the whole thing. I just waiting for you to key in things. And you think that you think that your neighbor is stupid. Basically, you are the most stupid, I call it. Yeah. So he can trace you. It can be a trap. Actually, it can be a trap. So please do not take things for granted, I call it. Yeah. Don't think that your neighbor open a free Wi-Fi. No password. You go ahead. No, just don't be silly.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, I get it. Okay, now, Mr. Gary, my next question is, can you share with us on your tips on protecting yourself against the identity theft?
Okay. Tips for identity thefts. Okay. So if you really think that this person is genuine, is a real person, you should ask this person certain personal questions, because uh, one thing is that if you know someone online, which you actually physically don't know the person, first thing is that you'll be very dangerous. I will call it very dangerous because you don't know the person. Okay, when you don't know the person, and you think that that person maybe is Prince Charming or a Princess Beauty, you'll be very careful about that. Yeah, you can ask certain questions like, okay, where do you live? Yeah, maybe where you study, all those some personal questions. But if those personal questions become like a bit uh, scary for you, means that you look at it, oh, actually, I'm from UK. I studied in Harvard. I own a bungalow or whatever. I think you start to be really think about it.
Yeah.
And identity theft is everywhere. Yeah, I can just put myself as a beautiful lady into Instagram and add everyone. And a lot of guy will just add in, wow, beautiful girl, they add in. So from there, I'll actually ask them, hi, how are you? Can I have dinner with you? What is your phone number? And some of the guy go crazy. Oh, what beautiful girl. Yeah, yeah, come. Yeah. So those are the things I think we need to be very careful. If you don't know the person physically, please don't go into we call it what online and know the person. It's very dangerous. Yeah. I cannot have any more idea how you protect yourself better unless you really ask the person more personal question. Yeah. And also I would advise, please don't do it. Someone that you don't know physically, just don't do it to know him online.
Alright.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Gary, for the tips and the advice. All right. Next will be before we move to the next question, I would like to remind the viewers again on leaving your questions on the live chat section, and we will have the panel to answer the question for you. All right. So my next question will be Here is the situation that might be experienced by our viewers. All right, they receive an email from their bank telling them that there is a problem with their account.
Oh.
All right, the email provide instructions and a link for them to log into the account and fix the problem.
Okay.
So, what should they actually do?
Okay.
Mm-mm.
From my first response is that you just delete the email first. Yeah.
Right?
I don't think so. Any bank will send you a link through email asking you to change something from your account online. Okay. Normally, the bank will, will give you through we call it physical mail, or if not, you go to the bank, they will tell you certain thing. Okay. But they will never send you email like that. Even they will call you. But the problem is now is that too many scam call. Any of you will pick up call like me when I look at the phone number, I don't know, I won't pick up. Okay, so this is I think this is the issue now lah. I call it like for the bank also they actually very difficult. How to contact you if certain thing wrong? But what will be the best channel is that normally the bank will send you a hard copy mail. Okay, they won't simply ask you to key in certain thing online and without your notice or ask you just to do it something like change your password lah or whatever thing. Okay, I think uh recently I got a friend. I just want to give you a scenario. I got a friend on having a big pay account, big pay credit card, and the person called in said that, oh, actually I'm from big pay, and please verify your OTP on time password or something like that.
One-time password.
Yeah, one time password.
Yeah.
Yeah, asking about this type of question, and you're wondering how come a big pay company call me to verify the OTP happen now on your phone because I want to change something on your big pay now. Please don't be ridiculous. I don't think so. A bank can come into your credit card and do something like that to trigger your OTP and ask you to give him the OTP. So you better what to do? Just hang it up. Don't bother and freeze your credit card after that. Okay, call to the tel center, the call center and freeze it up. Just delete all this email. It's actually ridiculous. I call this type of email also a funny email. Funny email.
One example of funny
Yeah.
email.
Yeah.
All right. Now my next question is: sometimes we might be careless and not realize that we are exposed to the risk of being hacked. So, in your opinion, what are the dumb ways to get hacked?
What are the dumb way to get hacked?
Yeah.
I will call it like when you ignore those security updates. Let's say your laptop, your PC asking for security update, you say just ignore it no need okay. And or another one is that you using the same password to log in for maybe a few thousand things. Okay, ABC123 is your password. Okay, everywhere you go is ABC123. Okay, so you're actually putting yourself as a dumb way like if not, it's like got cyber security news. But basically, what you read the news is that not interesting, you skip it. So basically you don't understand when the ransomware coming in, why the ransomware attacking, but you don't read the newspaper, but so you don't know. And also it's like you clicking on those too good to be true link. Means that I send an email to you, my grandfather going to die, my grandmother going to die. You click this link, you keep filling the things, I will send you the money. I call it, this is called a too good to be true link. You can't use it, okay? Another one, very, very much a lot of people doing it as well. When I go to KLIA, there's a lot of PC free for use, right? I going down there, I'm not using the PC disk. What I'm doing, I'm looking at the cookies. I go into the browser and see who didn't log out. How many of you think that you just close the browser, you will log out? Sorry. Nowadays, the browser, if you don't click log out, your account still sign in. So when I open the browser, wow, I would say that, praise God. I got so many free accounts to use. Email never sign out. Facebook never sign out. Instagram never sign out. Wow, good. Okay, you don't log out. So this is a dumb way, very dumb way. And the last one is that you download cracked version of antivirus. Antivirus, you download a cracked version, you think you are smart. Basically, I would say sorry about that is that those are actually created by the hacker. Look like antivirus scanning your PC, basically he crawl all your PC data and send it out. Settle. Yeah. So I hope that I answer it. I hope that
Yeah.
everyone
Yes,
will
yes.
learn something and not be so dumb.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I think it will be the time for the Q&A session with our panel. So let's check on the questions from our viewer. Alright. The first question will be, I think, okay, from this, I think one of the question is, can hackers still track your location if you use VPN?
Oh wow, good question. Okay. Yeah. If you use
Right.
VPN, it's hard. It's hard. It's not to say impossible, but it will be very hard for the hacker to trace you once you use VPN. VPN is a wide virtual private network. Means that you go through a tunnel and coming out from another way. Let's say now I'm actually in Cebu, but I go through a tunnel of VPN. Actually, I'm online in Denmark or something like that. So for a hacker to know your real place, you need to hack through the VPN server. Okay. So if using a VPN is a good thing to hide yourself. But the bad thing is that he slow down your bandwidth. Your internet line become very, very slow. Okay, so VPN is good and bad, I call it. Yeah. So if you are using VPN just to hide yourself to be tracked by someone, then you also quite funny, I will call it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I hope that the answer from Mr. Gary will answer the questions from Teo Boon Chen just now. And the next question is from Desmond Wong. Okay. Nowadays we got Wi-Fi router. It is it more secure? And nowadays many IoT home living device such as lamp, door, alarm, CCTV, and etc. Is it safe?
Okay. You mean that those Wi-Fi router,
Mm-mm.
he's asking about the safety about the Wi-Fi
Yeah.
router.
Nowadays we got Wi-Fi router. Is
Yeah.
it more secure? And nowadays many IoT home living device such
Yeah.
as lamp,
Okay.
door
Yeah.
alarm,
Yeah.
CCTV,
Yeah.
and etc.
Yeah.
Is it safe?
Uh, I will say it's not safe. I would say it's not safe.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Um, what happened is that those Wi-Fi router that we bought actually you need to know how to set up certain security features in it. Yeah. But a lot of us because we are not trained to be like that. Means we don't know. We just buy a router like this. Okay. We just buy a router like this. So what we do? We do plug and play. Okay. We just do plug and play. We just buy a router like this at home. What you do is that you subscribe to internet unify or something. You just put it in. Wow, internet. Okay, you just put it in and it run. We just do plug and play because we actually don't know how to set up. So these are some of the things that we need to understand. Without certain setup on security, this guy is still running on a default password. Default password. So default password, if you go to internet, you just type default password for Wi-Fi router. Wow, few thousand of it. Few thousand of it, and I can just straight away log in with your default password. So because these are security features, the problem is that because we don't know how to set up this thing, so it's not safe. Then those things like IoT that you bought from online, okay, you need to really check on it. Okay, why I would say like that? Personally, what I experience is that there's a few items uh, we actually bought online for our cybersecurity research and testing. And what happened is that this device come in, they open certain port, which is very, we call it funny. Why they open those port? And this port, basically, we cannot access. But the owner, means that the one who sell to you, this guy, he access it. He access it. Okay? So it means that when you got a problem, you call the guy, he can actually from all the way from China connect into the device and fix it for you. And that is very dangerous. This guy, if he's a good guy, I don't think so he'll remain good as well sometimes. Sometimes people are just be funny. Let's say it's a CCTV. Okay. So you think that it's secure, never mind, I just put it into my toilet. Okay, you take bath, everything. Wow, this guy is actually have a good, nice view of you after that. Because he's coming into your CCTV for free. Okay. So those are the things. Yeah. So you just need to be really careful. Yeah. 6? What is Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi
6?
6. Okay. Alright, so sorry. Okay, I will repeat the questions from Desmond just now. Nowadays we got Wi-Fi 6 router.
Wi-Fi 6 router. What is that? Wi-Fi 6
Yeah.
router. Oh, wow, interesting. Let me Google it down.
Yeah.
Wow, Wi-Fi 6 router. What is Wi-Fi 6 router? What is the brand? Wi-Fi 6 router is not a brand. I will need to know what is the brand. Brand maybe by Netgear or something like that. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, some new knowledge from Mr. Gary just now. All right. When we are buying the device, so we need to make sure that the things are really safe
Yeah.
before we use it. All right. So now, next question is okay. The question is on how to do mobile forensics.
How to do mobile forensics?
Yeah.
Come to UCTS and study. I teach you.
Yeah.
Very simple. Very simple, straightforward
Alright.
answer. You come to
So the
UCTS, I'll
answer
teach
is
you.
come to UCTS and study with Mr. Gary. Study from Mr. Gary.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Mobile forensic. Oh, the question is alright. The question is the complete question is here. How to destroy all my data in mobile before selling my phone to others, so that the mobile forensic cannot retrieve the data we deleted. Again, I will repeat the question.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
to
I
destroy
got the
all
question.
my data in mobile before selling my phone to others, so that the mobile forensic cannot retrieve the data we deleted.
I would say that it's impossible.
Alright.
It's
So
impossible.
it is impossible.
It's impossible.
Oh,
Okay.
alright.
Why I would say it's impossible. This is not a joke. I personally look at how actually this Korea people hacking into the chip. Okay. So this type of phone, this type of smartphone basically built in inside is not a hard disk. It is a flash disk. Flash disk is actually quite different from a hard disk. So flash disk cannot flash perfectly. As long as, let's say now I take a photo, just imagine like that. I take a photo, full picture is 100%. I delete, but he still let 30% inside there. So with that 30%, the software can reconstruct the 100%.
Wow.
Yeah. So for me, it's like when you buy a smartphone and you're thinking of selling it back to someone else without people looking at what is already inside, unless you burn it.
Oh, then I
Yeah.
need to take the flash disk out.
You have no choice. The flash disk is inside. How to take out the flash disk? You know?
I need to burn
Yeah.
all the phone.
If you burn it, you cannot sell it. That's the
Yeah.
thing. So for me, it's like when I look at things that they can do, I think I better keep my handphone. Even though I think I buy a new handphone, this one still can use. I just keep it at home, don't care. How to sell again if you have a software like that? You basically cannot sell really. Cannot sell, totally cannot sell. He can just go in, crop out everything, and put it into a very nice report. Where have you been? The picture where taken, everything. Okay, so it's impossible actually.
Okay. So the next question will be Wi-Fi is easily to be hacked. So how about the mobile network?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mobile
Are they any
network.
different?
Yeah, different.
Oh,
What's the person talking is about mobile phone when you have mobile internet. Okay, when you want to have a secure line to connect into your internet and do some transaction online, mobile phone, mobile internet is still much better. Yeah, because when you connect to a Wi-Fi, you go through certain router. The problem is that when I also in the router, I will poison the router, but I cannot poison your phone. Okay, and to hack into DG, Maxis, Cellcom is tremendous work. Okay, the firewall is so huge, you cannot even penetrate through. Okay, those firewall is stack by stack. So if you use a mobile internet, means on your phone, it's very secure. Oh yeah, it's very secure. Okay, another thing is that not hotspot. Means that if I open a hotspot, wow, everyone jump in. But the problem is that if this phone, I install something funny there, you hotspot me, I still hack you. I'm the one who hack you actually. Okay, so use your own is still better. Pay the 5 ringgit, 10 ringgit for your mobile internet. Yeah.
So mobile network is more secure than the Wi-Fi.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright. So there is a question from Desmond Wong Lefting. The question is, I learned cybersecurity last sem already. So, what if I want to learn more and detail about it? Does UCTS provide more detail?
Joint master program. We have master program now. Yeah, cybersecurity is one of the niche in master program.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you really want to go deep into cybersecurity, yeah, we offer master in computing,
Alright.
and one of the niche area in master of computing is cybersecurity.
Alright.
And you will have the whole lab to sit inside and do all your testing. Yeah, and you will be I don't know what you're going to hack after that. Yeah, you will hack everything after that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Desmond. I think Mr. Gary already give the answer for your questions. Now the question is it is it we just can use Ethercap to find the IP address?
This one I will put it like a bit confidential because yeah, these are some of the pen testing skill. We call it pen test. Pen test means penetration testing. These are certain type of training. We attending training and we know how to do it. But to expose it further, I will not expose it on online like this. I will call it like this specific type of training. Yeah, EtherCap can actually scan almost anything as long as you know how to use it. EtherCap is actually online and actually you can just get it open source, nothing there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I think there are no more questions. Or okay. How about the questions from this Ngong Ed? The question is IPv6.
Oh, interesting.
What
Okay.
is it about IPv6?
What about it? Means that what is IPv6? You asking?
Because the
What
question is not
IPv6?
really complete.
Oh, okay.
It's just stated there IPv6.
Yeah, currently what we are using is all IPv4. Okay, IPv6 is actually another version of IP address. It's not hack-proof. It's still hackable. It's still hackable. It's not hack-proof. It's just that IPv6 is just another type of representation of IP address. A little bit more complex, but it's still very much hackable. Why IPv6 come out? Because IPv4 is congested. We do not have that much of IP address anymore. Okay, so we need to move into another version of IP address so that we can contain more IP address. Every machine online need one IP address. So imagine now the world, we have 1 billion over people, but one person don't own one device. The problem is, like, you see me, I got three. One, two, three. I need 3 IP address already now. So how many IP address we need? If one person 3, 1 billion times 3 is 3 billion. IPv4 cannot contain until 3 billion. So they need more. So that's why they're switching to IPv6. Yeah, it's just another type of representation of IP address. Yeah.
Alright. So I think that's all the questions from our viewer. So some info from Giftia just now. Okay, Wi-Fi 6 is the next generation standard in Wi-Fi technology. Wi-Fi 6, also known as AX Wi-Fi or 802.11 AX Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Something really new. Okay, I will write it down. I never tried Wi-Fi 6. Okay. Let me test in my lab later whether I can hack it. I'll buy one to try. Yeah.
Okay, no more questions from our viewer. All right. So thank you, Mr. Gary, for answering the questions and sharing your knowledge on cybersecurity awareness for today's topic. Right.
Okay.
So based on our discussion, most of the cyber attacks were tracked back to human error. So suggesting that mistakes caused by human initiate and amplifies the risk of cybercrime. So the best way to combat this threat is to create a risk-aware culture among us, and that starts with cybersecurity awareness.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have any questions and inquiry regarding the course offered at UCTS, do walk to our campus, all right, at University College of Technology Sarawak Sibu. And for those around Kuching, please have a visit to our Kuching marketing office. For more information, please visit our website at www.ucts.edu.my or like and subscribe to our UCTS official Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube channel. Goodbye and have a great day.
Yeah.